really not entirely sure if I should have done that. What do you think, Pascal? A puppy. He keeps barking. Do cast members have secret codes? Hello everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new here, I'm Jade, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel because I really enjoy making content for you and it's free. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Disney again. I made a get to know me video and working for them as well, my experience, and I'll link that at the end of the video if you're interested in watching that also. I just want to clear up, I worked for Disneyland Paris for a seasonal contract in entertainment. I was a dancer and friends with many characters. It was such a good experience. I think it's quite normal if you've worked for the Disney company before that you get a lot of questions about certain things, like what do you have to do for this, and around the park, what about this? And I'm just going to be answering some of those questions for you and cluing it up really. But obviously I just want to point out that the Disney company is obviously very big on integrity, and I do really respect that. So I will be answering some of your questions less forward than they probably would be a normal question. Also, I hope everyone is safe and well, and considering all the circumstances. I actually can't wait to film some vlogs and everything when we're out of this lockdown, and hopefully film some makeup videos for you too, because I need some more products. So without further ado, let's just go straight into the video. Also, I just want to clue up that every single person that works for Disneyland is classed as a cast member. Whether you're in entertainment, whether you work on attractions, work in the catering department, you're all classed as a cast member. A question that I have here is, I've never seen a cast member point before, is it considered rude? Yes, in some cultures, like this is just considered rude. It's not good. We're always trained as a cast member to either use 2 fingers or a hand to direct people, and if you've noticed the picture with Mickey and Walt, he also uses that, which I will try and link somewhere. Another question I have is, do you have to be a certain height to be friends with a princess? Yes, you do. One of the big things, everything at Disney is based on your height. Everything that you do, there are certain height requirements. So it could be, I know for some of the characters that I personally, it was 163 to 168 centimeters. I think Disney villains are a lot taller, so it's probably like 5'7" upwards. Obviously around the park there is only one of each character, so they are a certain height, and that is just the way it goes. Another question that I have is, you are not allowed to say I don't know as a cast member. Yes, that's pretty true. In training, you're advised that if you don't know something, that you try and figure your way around it, like, oh, I'll find someone out who knows it for you, that kind of thing. A puppy, he keeps barking. Another query I have here is, do you have to be a certain size to be friends with a princess? No, you don't have to be a certain size. I feel like there isn't a certain body shape or a size that they look for in your audition, so definitely not. Another query is, you are not allowed tattoos or piercings. In a certain aspect, that is definitely true. Throughout all of Disney, you are not allowed visible tattoos or piercings. You're allowed 2 lobes each. So if you have a tattoo on your arm, for example, you would definitely be asked to cover up. And if you are in entertainment, then it definitely would affect character work. Another query is, characters are not allowed to sign on branded logos. That is completely true. So if you hand Rapunzel a Harry Potter bag, she's not going to sign it because she probably doesn't know what Harry Potter is, because everything at Disney is just contained within Disney, and Rapunzel or any other princess will not talk about anything from the outside will, because they don't understand what it is. So therefore they will not sign it. Same goes for anything if you ask them a question. For example, if you asked Cinderella a question about Harry Potter, she would have no idea what you're talking about because it's not in the realm of Disney. You have to do a lot of training to work in the park, and that is very, very true. Like any other job, you don't just go straight into it, especially when you're working for such a big company and you're making a big experience for people who are coming into the park. So to be in entertainment, I had to do a full week of training for many hours. I had to go to Disney University and learn all about Disney, which was very, very, very exciting. I got to meet Mickey, who was my boss. I got to learn all about the history of Disney. I got my own name tag with my name on it. In obviously what we were training up to be in the park for, in health and safety, anything like that. It's so important to make sure that you get the job bang on, just like anything else that you are working with. There is a lot that goes into it. You can skip the queue as a cast member. Yes, I actually did this many times. Obviously you get lunch breaks. If I wasn't in for quite a while, then yes, I would skip the queue with my cast member ID and go on the rides. I did that so many times. I just fast tracked, and I'm really not entirely sure if I could actually do that. Surely I could, otherwise they wouldn't let me do it. You are not allowed to talk about your job on social media. Yes, that is correct, just to keep the magic alive. I think it's so important and I completely agree with it. So for example, if you are friends with a certain character that day, you could post it if you said that you were friends with them rather than the other alternative, which I'm probably sure you could guess. Everything you do has to be approved. Yes, that is very true. Even if they say at your audition that you're going to do a certain thing, there is no guarantee when you get there. So basically, if I didn't get approved on my training for the first week, then I would have been going home and that would have been the end of my contract. For example, when I flew out to Paris and I had my week of training, and there is certain face character training on top of that for another week if you had chosen to do that, so you have to be approved for that too. Certain parades, the routines, you have to learn them in a certain amount of time and then perform them in front of the dance captains, and they will say whether you are approved or not. So this approval thing is really important. Also in terms of height, especially in the parades, certain sections of the parade, if you go and YouTube any of like the Disneyland Paris parades, all the sections, you'll notice that all of the dancers are the same height. So again, not just the characters but the parades too are all based on the height, so that you all look pretty good. And I do think it does make a difference. I think that having that does make it look a lot more professional. So if you go out there and look at that, you can see you're employed based on your looks. If you're working in an area other than entertainment, then absolutely not. It's obviously based on your interview and whether you want to work for the Disney company. Parts of entertainment are based on your looks. If you do have certain characteristics, then it will help you to be friends with a certain character, and if you have other characteristics, it can also help you to have a certain character. Do cast members have secret codes? Yes, that is true in your training, because there's certain times if you're in entertainment you can't actually communicate with your ACC, which is the person that looks after characters. So there are certain codes such as this, which means emergency, and there is another code such as code Nemo, which means there's a missing child in the park. There are a few others as well. Another question I have is you're not allowed your phone out at work. That is so true. Backstage cast members are not allowed their phone out at all, and if you're seen with your phone out, then it's big trouble. Again, that's just to keep the magic alive. Are entertainment staff treated better than any other department in the park? Absolutely not. Like, Disney is very big on everyone being treated equal, and I really do think that they maintain that. There are underground tunnels for cast members to access different parts of the park. I think that is true in the American parks, however at Disneyland Paris that is not true. They do have a bus system to get you from different areas of the park, but definitely not underground tunnels. If the weather is bad, the parades will not go out. That is definitely true. I think it's just part of health and safety, especially the floats are so big and potentially dangerous, and it's potentially dangerous for the performers and the dancers as well. Again, it's just all about health and safety above anything else. For example, when I worked there was really heavy rain, and they decided not to put the parade out that day because, again, it's not safe for everyone. If you have any more questions, please let me know and I will answer them for you in the comments. And if you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Stay safe, lots of love, and I'll see you in the next one.